I worked for 4 or so years as a bartender, server, and bouncer in downtown Madison. And it was a point of pride in the food industry to say Madison has more bars per capita than anywhere else. And same thing with restaurants. I don't know the factual basis of these statements. I probably just got used to saying it because I heard it so many times. But please do let me know if you know where the data is on that, because I've heard it a lot of times. And I really do want to know who's for real on the top, who's just got rest, because it seems like that's what it is here. It's too many for this many people. It's restaurants and bars just stacked up against each other. It doesn't make sense. A lot of turnover, bars flipping into different ones on the same location, restaurants. Some corners can't stay around, but it seems like there's just always a need for some new restaurant here. But I went to a couple other restaurants recently that have some personal meaning to me. Well, one of them does. The other one I was just sort of interested in, because I used to watch Takira Kobayashi do the professional eating contests and stuff, like the hot dog one, like eating the glizzies. It just there's something fascinating about it. They're pounding so many glizzies, and they got to get the bun wet enough to just down them like that. Anyway, Takara Sushi Station on the west side on Whitney Way. I went there recently and has one of the conveyor belts, and it made me feel like a professional eater stacking up the plates at my table. I felt like Takira Kobayashi. I was, trying to eat as many as I could and hit the record. I think I got to 20 something. The sushi is bigger. And maybe it just seems like it gets bigger the further you go. And if you're trying to do all of them, like I was trying to spread my palate and try every single thing, but near the end, I just had to finish strong with some edamame and those square orange things. I also hit up Bembe Noodles, and that was my birthday spot growing up when it was on the north side, but they closed it. And that spot was also one of my favorites because it had China Palace as well. I went there for my birthday at least once. Both of them gone. I have to also mention another one of my favorite birthday spots, China One Buffet, which is now a World Buffet, but it's still all right. China One Buffet is better, but World Buffet is okay, and that's in Southtown. Halong Bay is my favorite Asian food restaurant in Madison. Thai, Vietnamese, Chinese, they got it all. I don't know if I trust somebody that doesn't like Chinese food. I don't know if I trust somebody that doesn't like Chinese food. But they did move Bembe Noodles to Fitchburg. There's another one in Madison area. So I went to one in Fitchburg, tried it out, and being me, even if it is a place I love, got to experiment and try something new. Wound up getting some stuffed mushrooms. They're so big you got to cut them in half, and delicious. Very seafoody because they're white mushrooms. Like they didn't really have any flavor to them. Probably would have been better in Bella's. But then the bread, and this is why I like Bembe Noodles. It's got better bread than Olive Garden. There were these two guys that were sitting near me, and they kept saying like under their breath, "It's just Olive Garden. It's just Olive Garden." I get it. Okay, similar color scheme, similar play. It's very much Olive Garden. I understand that, but it's a local joint, and they have their own thing. So I tried the straight. What was it called? This seafood thing that was on the bottom of the menu, cannelloni, and that was like a big burrito in a trough. It was like a pig trough. No offense, like if this is what you love, great. This is just me being honest right here. Okay, the bread was awesome. The mushrooms, okay. Could have been Bella's, but the trough, and then it said it was going to be covered in sauce. I understand that. It was like this long burrito full of seafood covered in this impenetrable sticky cheese. And I'm going in, so like I had my knife and my fork, and I'm just staring at this thing, and it smells like seafood, but you can't see any of it, so you don't know where to like divide. So you just start cutting, pick out a piece, and then it just the cheese and the insides of it drip back into the trough. And then so you're just scooping out these globs of seafood and cheese and wrap. I finished it. Not going to be a repeat, but I love Bembe noodles and it was worth it. I will return. I will return. But Mia Zaz, they had the fettuccine alfredo for like 750 on State Street with a drink. In Paisans on the water, we've lost some good ones. And what do we got? Tudos and Portobello. Uh, Slim pickings. But when in doubt, Bembe Nudo.